teachers, counselors, principals, substitute teachers, I'd like to take this opportunity to salute you for what you've been doing, for giving families and giving children an opportunity to realize their dreams, giving them hope when there's no hope. I must say to you that having served as an educator for over 15 years and an administrator and a leadership coach, I understand how challenging just being a teacher or a counselor could be. And during this pandemic, just recognizing that with the already established challenges that you face as an educator, as a counselor, now you're faced with even more challenges. You have many students who are coming to you and they're without the means just to be at school on a given day. Their parents are without jobs. They may not have a laptop or no internet. They're hungry coming in your classroom and you're asking yourself this question: how do I teach a student who is empty? But I'm saying to you that as a teacher, as a counselor, you have been blessed with the opportunity to pour knowledge and to pour support in that empty vessel. You see, many of these students that you have at this point, you are their only hope. You are their point of opportunity to take their families out of poverty, to give their nation and their community hope. And if you should ask this question, COVID-19 has added an extra layer of challenges when it comes on to the education system. A challenge whereby many families, many parents are wondering what they should do. Many parents have totally given up because they are out of option. When you have to make the decision between feeding your family or going the extra mile to ensure that you could send them to school, and there's no means of earning, just imagine what's happening in these homes. Many of these students, the only safe space, the only safe place, the only relaxed adult that they have in their lives, you, their counselor or their teacher. And with that said, it may seem as if it's a burden, but it is an awesome opportunity to mold the lives for those who will be leading our future. And I'm always grateful for this opportunity to play a significant role in the lives of our children. I know it's challenging because as a parent yourself or just as a teacher, you are fighting hard to pay your bills. You are fighting hard to keep your house. You're fighting hard to put gas in your vehicle. And yet still the system is asking you to put gas or to put hope in the mind of a parent or of a student, or to counsel this student who is coming from a home that this student is experiencing great abuse and neglect. Because as we know with the pandemic, many families are suffering from depression. They're suffering because they're experiencing greater poverty than they were experiencing before. But in every dark moment, there is hope. In every dark moment, there's someone or something that will give our families and our children hope, an opportunity to move forward, an opportunity to think beyond the hardship that they're facing. And I'm calling on teachers and counselors to use this opportunity to motivate your students, to use this opportunity to give them hope, to use this opportunity to inspire them to think beyond the darkness, to think beyond the hopelessness, to give them this opportunity to find means of connecting with you so that they could do something different with their lives. The fact is, we are always going to be facing challenges, but it's not so much the challenges that we face, it's how we confront it, how we deal with it, the agile mindset that we take in terms of doing this. And I'd like to leave this word with you today, and that word is awareness. You see, every time you face a student, every time you face a parent, every time you face the depression, every time you face the poverty, every time you face the abuse, and every time you face a family that is just taking that last energy, that last ounce of energy that you have, think about the fact that you may be their only lifeline. You may be their only hope. And because you are aware of your own challenges, think about those kids who are coming from families where they are hungry, no food, no electricity, no running water. Parents are without jobs. They're coming through abuse. Then you'll understand that your classroom, your office of counseling, your kind words, the hope that you give them, the inspiration that you give them may be the only safe space or the only safe place that these students may have. So I'd like to encourage the teachers and understand that you are the first responders. You are the light of hope in a dark room. You are the only ray of hope for many families and many students who are left in a dark place. So I'd like to say this to you, that even though it's challenging, Even though there are times when it seems hopeless, even though there are times when you feel like you should give up, even when there are times when you feel as if you don't have any support, the technology may be failing, the student may seem as if they're not learning, but just remember, they may not be sharing with you that they're learning at this point, but just remember, the way you treat them and the love that you give them is something that they will take with them for a lifetime. So consider it this way, just for a moment, that it is hard, it is difficult, but think about the love, the hope, the affection, and the opportunity and inspiration that you're giving to these students. You are giving to them a gift that they may never ever receive at home. So as you look at these kids, as you look them in the eyes, as you have a conversation with a mother or a father who may be on the edge of breaking, and the way that they're talking to you is all crazy, and you feel like just giving them the business, I'm saying to you that they need hope. Their children need hope. And you are that light in that dark room that will lead them to prosperity, that will lead them to transformation, that will lead them to a place where they can invest some sense of hope in the midst of the darkness. So I'm saying to all my teachers, all my counselors, hold strong. Don't give up. Stick with your game plan, because there is a child, there's a family whose life is being changed in this moment because you are making the sacrifices that you are making to be with them on a daily basis. You are giving them the greatest gift that they will ever receive in this lifetime. I'm Jamie Pottinger, and I'm saying to you, keep doing what you're doing and look for opportunities to touch the lives of those who are on the brink of breaking and are hopeless and just need a kind word, a hug, or just some hope to move forward. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I salute you in your great job and the positive impact that you're making on so many lives on a daily basis.